again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge.
Fuck me, man.
First
Pissed.
15 following the delay of game. Now a handoff up the middle. Middleton. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I'll be honest.
Simply not
Justin
much more
Herbert
you can ask out of your
better go
running
crazy.
back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this.
And to be fair, it is a funny monkey.
It's alright. It's okay for me. It's alright. Just getting a little too crazy.
And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
On first down, it's Herbert.
Oh, fuck.
And that's going to be incomplete.
What the fuck you doing in there?
Second down. The Bears at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back.
Jesus Christ, here, babe.
They played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Like, yeah.
Forced out to his left. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he is
Sorry.
out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. To the air again, Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. C.D. Lamb, his second touchdown on the season.
Are you busy?
No.
Are you busy, bee? Can you just hold this? Let's go. No, hold on.
Wait.
We don't have to make it work. I don't think it's good.
Why would you bend down that much? I think it will. I'm just gonna have faith. It's not something we can't fix, though, right? I hope.
You're just gonna be like, oh, so I can do something.
Good.
Alright, cool.
You put some tissue paper on top? Okay, okay.
Carl spills the beans about Jimmy training his brain, so Cindy has Carl and
After the touchdown pass to kick it
and they're
away.
able to reverse the brain drain and bring him back to the normal smart version of Jimmy he was before. So he gets in his rocket and is
No
able
thought to
to
bring
repel the
this one
meteorite
out.
back
He'll
into
just go
space
down to a
because of
knee,
science.
and he'll
Look,
take
I'm
over
not
to
Jimmy
25.
Neutron. I don't know
So
what you
here's
want.
the Viking
Okay, I can
offense
explain.
making their way
Cindy
out.
then looks to Jimmy to
They'll be
help
led
give
out
her
by a
some
first-round
credit for
pick
helping
back
in
in
the situation,
2021
but Jimmy
from
says,
Ohio
"Nah, I
State.
don't
It's
know you.
Justin
Aren't you that
Fields.
emote on everyone by doing the loopy dance? Birth of a salesman. Don't you wish that rather than reading a book, you can just download the knowledge from it? Well,
Here's
Jimmy
Cook
here
as they
has
begin on the
invented
ground.
book gum,
They'll be
a way for you
dropped
to chew
after a gain of
small
about
book-looking
6
piece of gum
across
that
the
grants
30
you
to the
full
31.
understanding of that book. But that isn't
The numbers are
just
weak
yet.
ago for
School,
Cook.
the classes
North of
always take
100
place in a
yards, the
candy
2
selling
scores,
contest
and
to raise
you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Jimmy decides that
Just a
he needs
gain of
the
a
top
yard there, and now
salesman
it'll
to
be
do
third
this. So
down.
he invents the perfect
This
salesman.
defense
Willie
for the
Loman,
Bears, very
3,000.
strong
He
last
doesn't
week
take
as they
no
helped
for
their
an
squad
answer.
improve to 2-0
But
on
things
the young
quickly go
season.
from
And the big
good
difference
to
in the
bad
ball
as to
game,
make
their
these
ability
sales
to
happen.
force
Willie has been
turnovers,
giving
3
stuff
of them in
away from
fact.
Jimmy,
Being
like
able to take the
Goddard,
ball
his
away,
rocket,
give it back to
etc.
their
This gets
offense,
escalated
that's
until
something
the
that's
salesman
emphasized
tries
each
to
and
sell
every
Jimmy
week,
as a
and they
free
carried it
incentive
out.
for the camping.
And he will
Jimmy's
have
one
a
Viking
Vikings
has
first
the
down as
salesman
they're
that
able
we
to
come
get
from
the
earlier,
third
but you
down
can't do
conversion.
more than one at a time.
I know
So
at the
when
end
the
of the game,
salesman
coaches
eats it,
always
he
tell us
short
that
circuits,
no
and
one
the winner of
play
the contest
won or
is a
lost the
tie.
game.
Both
This
Jimmy
seems
and
pretty
Cindy
important
tied
early.
and now
Their
have to go to retro
ability to
land
pick up that
together.
first
Now,
down
I
on
know
third
I'll say
down. I
this in
thought
some other
that was
points
key.
of this
Well, you're already
video,
in the
but I
hole
just
after
love
the
the
touchdown
show.
on the
It's
other
very
side.
rare
How
that
will
I
you
don't
respond?
give an
We talk
episode a
about that a
classic
lot.
or something that I
And they
can't
responded
pull
pretty
from
well
memory.
there. You go
But
3 and
these
out,
two
I think you
segments
give
are
up a lot
both
of
very
momentum. You get down
nostalgic.
2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
They've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Too busy to help him out.
Fields on first down.
Playing at the park with his
Throwing
younger
middle,
brother.
and it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
So while that really led to nowhere, Jimmy is going to do it himself.
They'll try the middle with
by
Cook.
that I mean him building
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That was a quality play to start a new
Looks great, honey.
That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Their new son. Finally now, Jimmy has
Right
someone to test
side, it's
out
the
his
tight
invention.
end, Hawkinson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
As we see how much more
From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
Jimmy is, and Jimmy starts getting upset that
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up first and goal. This running game is so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
He nearly tries to shut down Robot, but his emotions get the better of him and he hesitates to do it. But his tear accidentally triggers the deactivation and Jimmy is torn up about it. He's crushed at what he's done. But it's fine.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
In the interest of
43 yards rushing for him now to this point. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do?
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Fields, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level.
Essentially, Justin Fields was on my team last year and won one game by himself that I didn't play. And the year before that, I got him his first Super Bowl as like a first-year rookie. And now I tried to dump him. I dumped him for some good defensive fiddler player.
Taken at the goal line.
He does whatever he can to do
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Because of his infatuation with Miss Fowl. But luckily, Miss Fowl tells him that he needs
The
to
Bears
go
have
back.
the ready to go for their next drive.
After a few hours
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Stop her from describing all the problems with getting old and having health issues. It all goes
Throw
wrong
again on second down. Herbert escaping the pressure right. That's into the hands of Isaiah Coulter. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
With a wrapped-up situation, swiftly covering everything up. With the help of the main cast of friends, they're able to get Granny
back to the air
to turn her back into her regular self, just as Jimmy's parents pull up.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete.
So naturally, when
now that'll bring up second down.
Thus aging him into an older man who now goes and dances with Jimmy's
throwing again on second and 10.
It's all about Jimmy's grandma.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
After seeing a commercial for 1,000
going to throw on third down with Herbert. Buying time to his left.
To get it for him. And at first, they seem pretty into
He's got a man, complete.
And
finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. On third and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. His first and goal just outside the 5. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass.
Yeah.
Good. And that makes the score 14-7.
They're snooty, stuck up, and look down on those who don't have wealth. They even care more about the stuff and money they have.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away.
Kicking out Goddard and having their servant bring Jimmy to his room. But hey, things aren't all that bad.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a tall sweep.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Shut up, you bastard. Get off my lawn.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first win.
Oh, we got the starting running back doing fucking...
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that is incomplete.
Happens to be the focal point of this episode he's going over. A lima bean.
In this case, no one came up with it.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Coulter. And now they're in the hurry up. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Herbert throwing again.
calls them out of the dream portal and continues to
and again back to commit. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Yeah, that's something to think about. The episode left such a large impact on me.
Herbert operating from the red zone.
Never forget it for that reason.
Oh my!
What, Amber? Huh? God damn it! What? Oh my God!
It's always 2020, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky.
Oh my God! I meant to hit L2. Jesus Christ! I feel so stupid.
It's not something that's practiced very much.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back in the 9. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Jimmy is going to find the treasure of the Uzi Scab, an old sunken pirate ship.
Final shot before the break. Fields swinging
Oh
this
my
out
God!
here.
There we go.
Brings it just past the 15, able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. So we reach
Man.
Bears out on top here.
She had the ball in her mouth.
No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
Come on.
Everyone on board ties him up. Nice fracturing out there. Cindy, of course, is able to find the Uzi Scab. He's right until they are stopped and caught by a giant squid that holds the sun.
You mind?
Do you mind?
Jimmy's help, of course, he's playing a penny. It's Cindy.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
Isn't working on the squid as it was meant for fish only. So Jimmy takes one of Carl's fish snackos that have freeze-dried squid in the
And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So Jimmy starts getting to thinking all smart, like noticing that Carl was
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
How could this go wrong? Everyone seems to be happy, aside from Cindy, who thinks his
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
trying to sacrifice Jimmy at one point, but Carl ends up coming in handy once again based on the comment about his perspiration and learning that the sunblock
On 1st down, Fields.
really get to thinking about it. Snow is just water.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when they decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Another episode that I really like a lot personally was a
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
Why would we?
He's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now a 2nd down and 6.
So now Jimmy, Carl, and Sheen have to come together with the instruments.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Just playing what they are thinking.
He's going to get this one down. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Ah, fuck me.
But it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field, things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
In his anger, he realizes that he can run so fast that he basically becomes invisible. So in the efforts of revenge, starts trying to get back at Cindy by embarrassing him.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Only a couple there. It's going to be brought down about the 28. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. Not losing with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Here's Fields. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Back to throw, Fields. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not seeing the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Out of the gun, Fields. And his throw here is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. To throw is Fields. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Chandler. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Now, I have my own personal thoughts.
All eyes on Fields. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Even tried to resign after that, but you can't. Once a hall monitor, always a hall monitor.
On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Down the sideline he goes. On the move past the 40. Touchdown Bears. Darnell Mooney, 64 yards. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Jimmy tries one final match.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception.
Loving it, and they all want Jimmy to make more. So, boy, genius here just goes to make more. But in the middle of the night, Carl and Sheen are pretty pressed for the candy, questioning Jimmy when it will be ready. But after Jimmy tells them that it'll be ready in a few hours, Sheen tells a whole crowd of kids.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Now everyone will do anything or trade anything to get more of the candy as soon as possible. Before you know it, the town is
and no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down on the scoreboard. 1:07 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Pass complete. It's Hawkinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The trance that they are in as well. Except for Sheen. I remember as a kid when I saw this episode.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Here's Fields. Completes this to Jefferson. Calling a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
What's up?
They'll keep it on the ground. Middleton. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Middleton. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
He gets to stand up to Terry thanks to the nanobots confining him, but things
they'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. On 1st down, Middleton. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
What? What was it?
Now a give right side. Middleton. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
was like the initial charge, but because she was $16 over, they charged her the $16. And like she said she knew that was gonna happen, but she just forgot. So yeah, it was something she knew.
Cool.
And one last throw here for Fields. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So it's the Bears.
Ain't no fucking revenge game in this bitch.
And it was thanks to the
I'm gonna smoke this joint.
Want me
to wait?
Yeah, he really threw the ball well, didn't he? Well over 300 yards passing, hit on 3 touchdown passes, and he's delivering the ball in rhythm.
I gotta touch the clothes. They're clean.
So for Chicago, it's an ideal start as they move to
like right, like for what?
Season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers.
Bitch.
Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Triple his fucking touchdowns.
From Minneapolis,
I'm fine with it, bro. I must have 400 yards.
which they don't know how to help or not to help, and then their ship blows up. I always love when these two characters are involved in an episode because it usually means the same base story of them getting out of hand with them thinking that they're doing good, kind of, and then being defeated like this. Crime Sheen Investigation. A peaceful day at the park. Sheen has some ice cream. What could go wrong? No, not Sheen's Ultra Lord figure. It's missing from where he left it. Sheen is distraught and can't find it, so he runs to Jimmy's lab to tell his friends that his Ultra Lord toy has been stolen at the park. And he starts recounting the events of what took place before the disappearance. Jimmy then gets some fresh drip for the investigation to help Sheen. Looking pretty fly in his Sherlock Holmes getup, complete with a pipe for bubbles, obviously. Thanks to Jimmy's heat detection device that can calculate who came through in the time the figurine was left alone, coming up with a short list of suspects, where now they start questioning each of them individually. After Cindy gets interrogated and confesses on planning to feed the doll to her dog, she reveals that the dog spit it up and they left. Judy then confesses during her interrogation to thinking about throwing it away, but because of the dog slobber on it, she didn't do it. So now we move on to Nick, the cool kid, who pushes back against the trio when they get to questioning. But when Jimmy tests his DNA, he shows up to not be the culprit. But the only remaining suspect left was a squirrel. And Carl's distraction with the squirrel is what ultimately led Jimmy to deduce that it has to be the squirrel. And they end up being right, as the Ultra Lord toy was in the squirrel's hole in the tree the whole time. Case closed. I actually really enjoy episodes of shows that play into the whole whodunit mystery and how connects to who and to why, resulting in so many things that seem like one thing but turn out to be something else completely. It's a mystery if that sentence I said even made sense. But regardless, it's just a bunch of fun. Journey to the center of Carl. Jimmy is a genius, and sometimes he uses his powers for evil. This time inventing a patch that instantly makes the user sick so they can get out of going to school. After the end of the school day, Carl and Sheen come over to give Jimmy the homework for the day, but he exposes to them the secret of the patch, where Cindy and Libby overhear, and soon it has spread to all of the students, and now none of them attend school. We get this at first depressing, then concerning, then depressing again scene of Miss Fowl not having a purpose without teaching, and then pretending to be the students since they're not there. At the same time, the parents of the kids are all doing what they can to fix their kids' illnesses in their own special ways, and Jimmy's dad tries to homeschool Jimmy. But when Jimmy has just had enough, he can't remove the patch as it dissolves right into his hand. Following that, it does the same for everyone else. To make a cure, they need to extract some mitochondria from someone's insides. So Jimmy and Sheen hop in his hover car, use the shrink ray, and head right inside of Carl, traveling through the booger-filled nose cavities, down the throat, and right into the acid pit of Carl's stomach. But when Jimmy tries to perform an distraction on a germ, the rest of them try to team up and fight back against Jimmy and Sheen. Ultimately outsmarting the germs, the mission is quickly heading to an end as they make a sneeze.
I just talked with you identified that. Well, then give me more time and I can
Smoke it to your head. I'm good. I'm high. What?
Like, just put it out, please. I can't, like, smoke and...
Oh,
like,
okay, I'll just do it before then. Okay.
Like, if you're high, like, just put it out, and I'll just hit it in a minute.
Played all the time back in the day, but Hugh is taking Jimmy, Carl, and Sheen camping. Jimmy's friends are only going because he's blackmailing them into doing so. Oh, and Goddard isn't allowed to come because Hugh decrees no technology on this endeavor. The group then venture deep into the woods and seem like they are starting to become lost, but Hugh, in high spirits, tasks the kids with setting up the camp while he looks for some fire supplies. Jimmy, of course, isn't building a tent when he has a campsite in a box, complete with digital buttons. So when Hugh returns back from the campsite and sees all this technology that was being used to do so, and that Jimmy isn't listening to him and toughing it out in the wild, he dismantles everything by removing a key component that results in everything exploding, leaving them all with nothing. But the night starts creeping in as the group gets more and more lost.
Let me more.
And with things seeming more hopeless, they are cornered by a bear. And holy early 2000s CGI. What in the open season is this? It's kind of cute. Now being cornered with no hope in sight, Jimmy comes up with the tools to make a fire and has Hugh believe in himself to spark it, and hey, he does. But the bear knocks it out of his hand, so no luck there anyway. It's just a waste of time. Last second, before being attacked by the bear, Goddard shows up and scares the bear away, and Judy explains that she had a tracker on them to find them. We love a good random plot excuse to wrap things up. Also, I'm not a fan of camping. I paid for a bed in a house that I paid for. Why would I want to sleep on the ground in the middle of the woods? But like, if you do, that's totally cool. I support you. I just don't want to go camping with you. Don't ask me. Party at Neutrons. This one's a classic story that we've seen 100 times, but it's a bunch of fun. Our boy Jimmy is moving on this time accelerator. This will be more important later, like most early inventions we see at the start of episodes are. But his parents are going out to see the new hit show, Ducks the Musical, meaning Jimmy will be home alone and promises that no one will be coming over. Oh, how quick this promise is broken. Right away, Carl and Sheen show up and suggest that he throws a wild party, and Jimmy, being a good boy at first, isn't into it, but at the thought of Betty Quinlan coming to the party, a girl that he has a crush on at school, he quickly changes his tune and is into the idea of a party overall. But of course, things get pretty out of hand once every kid from school ends up over at Jimmy's place. Jimmy was trying to keep it real chill, but the influence that Nick, the cool kid, almost has everyone leave because the party is kinda lame. Sheen says that it ain't happening and tells them about Jimmy's wild gadgets in his room, prompting them to stay, and all the craziness starts happening. Literally, there's a velociraptor in the house now. So as cool as that is, probably isn't a safe guest to have at the house. Right as Jimmy hits his limit and calls off the party, Betty shows up, and you know a simp is going to simp, so the party doesn't stop. Jimmy's having his own little Project X house party moment, and for that, I'm glad he's having a good time. But by the graces of higher beings out of his control, aka the writers of the show, his parents are now on their way back, and there is no way anyone is going to leave, or for the place to be cleaned up in time, so he whips out that time accelerator and speeds up the party. Everyone gets all their dancing done in a matter of seconds, and then they leave. And now it's just a race to clean the whole place before his parents step through the door, and he does a nice job. Good on you, Neutron. But you forgot about the raptor in the closet. Just a fun little party episode that gets to showcase a lot of Jimmy's technology and how easy he puts the smart thing to do aside in order to simp. Ultra Sheen. We live in a day and age where VR gaming is readily available. But what about actually being inside of the game? Well, that's what Jimmy is able to accomplish. Carl and Sheen head over to Jimmy's lab with their favorite video games.
Damn, Aaron Rodgers is still out here? Jesus Christ.
Sheen brought over Ultralord versus RoboFiend Mega Battle. But his only way out of the game after he enters is to beat the game itself. Immediately when Sheen enters the game, he gets Ultralord killed as well as himself. So Jimmy hits the reset button and jumps in there with him to help him out. Together, both of them, with the help of Ultralord, defeat RoboFiend, and things seem pretty good. But now Carl shows up and assumes that Jimmy and Sheen are in the game as NPCs. So he then resets the game to play on a harder difficulty, which brings back RoboFiend, but a much stronger version of him. Oh, and Carl is controlling him. So without truly knowing that he is actually harming his friends, he continues on to fight against them until Carl is bored of this game and puts in his video game,
I know those aren't like popular, but they're kind of fire.
So now all things look dire for Jimmy and Sheen. Sheen levels the playing field by using an Ultra Crystal that turns him into Mega Ultra Sheen. The battle rages on, and now that there are llamas in the mix from Carl's game, Sheen remembers that RoboFiend is lactose intolerant, so he uses llama milk to make RoboFiend explode. Nice. nice. They are able to both leave the game now, and they leave Carl there to enjoy his time at Llama-Palooza. Video games just rot your brain. So join me on my other channel, Jordan Fringe Gaming, if you want your brain rotted further. Broadcast Blues. What could be better than public access TV?
From Soldier Field in Chicago.
Fascinating bits of media and lost media exist
It's
very true.
of the NFL.
Broadcast a public access show, which Jimmy gets a hosting role to deliver a show, but it didn't go so well. Just like in show business, we need new producers here, and that's where the girls come in.
A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten, and we're off in week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
And you and I both know this
Playing really fucking well.
And that's what
God
he did
damn.
last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Or music, or dancing. 3 strikes. It's okay though. Sheen finally gets his own
First
show.
play and a first throw for Rodgers.
No science, which goes
Rodgers brings it in. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Professor Calamitous.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Newspaper articles preparing to attack Jimmy Neutron. After Carl's presentation at
Rodgers with a give, it's Aaron Jones. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that
Play
they
ball.
get all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Jimmy finds out what happened to Goddard and is now after the mysterious robot.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back who likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big time game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And a lane slow and materializing there as they get maybe a yard up to the 45. Herbert on 3rd down now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. On 4th down, Herbert.
It's kind of the direct sequel to the movie as it features the return.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Komet. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Rodgers now on 1st down. That's complete to Rodgers. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. On play action, now Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Oh my.
And
Oh wow.
incomplete. Matt LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw.
Oh, they overturned it. I knew it was a tutty. Damn.
So Matt LaFleur had it right. Yeah, he'll wind up winning that challenge.
I heard it's going to be
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Jimmy at the same time is doing a bit of beating himself.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. Middleton. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down.
You gotta be aggressive, man. What are we doing?
And Jimmy's big brain recalls the fact that chickens can't burp. So Cindy, Libby, Goddard, and Jimmy set up this tank of soda and a fake dummy that is full of pop rocks that Poultry ends up eating. And due to this, the issue blows up.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Maximum view. There's nothing better than spending.
They'll run the jet sweep now. Rodgers. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
With his dad, which he isn't too thrilled about, especially in comparison to Cindy and her mom. And throughout the competition, everything turns into
from the shotgun to give to Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 26. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st down, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and now them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And that falls to the ground incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is
nothing more.
Complete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And the kick is good. He needed a little
Unbelievable. The amount of bullshit.
Karam goes his way. And that will extend their lead even further. So not the strongest of kicks we've seen him make, but he gets a favorable bounce, and it's 3 points all the same.
Yeah, that was one of those where he needed the 6-iron, but he pulled out the 9-iron. That one was run out of gas quickly, but he does manage to pop it over the bar.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still in the 1st half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Now Herbert off the bootleg.
It's a rare overthrow by Justin.
The intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The Bears at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air again, Herbert. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. They needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Sunday night in Dallas. Tom Brady has
Back to throw here, Herbert.
Oh my! All right, nah, we're good on that, bro. I ain't fucking playing that, bro.